Jerry, morning. Thanks for your time. First of all, obviously, a change of goalkeeper tomorrow with Joe suspended. Will that be disruptive at all to the team as you look to get that consistency going?
It's opportunity, isn't it? I mean, I've spoken about it in life, in football. You have setbacks, and you've got to approach them with a kind of stoicism of everything's an opportunity, to improve, to find a different way, to get better. Joe, disappointed for him because he's done fantastic for us recently, and obviously the state of play of the game, he had to come for that, and it's unfortunate that he misses the game through suspension. We've got Geordie who's, probably a little bit frustrated because he's a contracted player, and we've brought a lone keeper in, and he's 24 and he's wanting an opportunity, and he's done okay against Barton. Joe came back in. He knows Ansi's, Jacola's the kind of number one, or has been, international goalkeeper. So we know we've got competition there, and we know Ansi's on the verge of coming back. He's not far away. So, Geordie's contract being up in the summer, he's probably wanting an opportunity to show us what he can do and show us the player he can be. And he gets that on Saturday. Whatever the circumstances are that present you with an opportunity in life, you get an opportunity to take it. And I think for Geordie, it's a time for him to shine, and we need him, because we need everybody. And as I say, he's in a space where hopefully he can show us, his ability and what he can do. And I'm looking forward to watching him play tomorrow.
Yeah, and what sort of a game are you expecting from Plymouth?
A tough game. I think Ryan. Well, I know Ryan really, really well. We've got the same agent. Stephen Schumacher, who grew up in the Everton Academy system. They've got members of staff that we know, and young English coaching staff who've done a phenomenal job at Plymouth. They did a good job at Bury. Obviously, things went against them in terms of off the field stuff at Bury, and they moved to the other end of the country from where they were in the northwest to obviously further their managerial careers and coaching careers. And I think they've been an overwhelming success to get the team promoted, and it's a big club, Plymouth, and to get them stabilised in League One is a big achievement, and is a massive tip of the cap to just what a good manager Ryan is, and just what a good coaching staff and a good team they're building down there. So it's a good stadium. It's been renovated recently. It's somewhere that it's been difficult for teams to go, and we've got to go there and give a fantastic account of ourselves, albeit as you do in League One. Every fixture's hugely competitive, and I'm looking forward to seeing the lads, because they're working hard to get results the same as us, and made the best team and the best men kind of win and get the result that they need on the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, they're on a poor run of form though, aren't they? I think they've lost 5 on the bounce now. Does that give you confidence going into it? Does it give confidence to your players, do you think, when your opponent's on a run like that?
Look, you've got to go into every game confident, whether the team's won 10 games on a spin or whether the team's lost 10 games on a spin. You have to approach everything you do in life, in my opinion, with confidence. I believe confidence comes from good preparation. So if you've prepared superbly, then you go into that. Form book, form table, it isn't really for me. We see upsets all the time, and results that we don't imagine all the time, especially at this point in the season when people are fighting for their lives at one end of the table or the other. So I think to read the form book, yeah, maybe that's for people who want to try and land a coupon or whatever it is. But for us who are taken to the field, on a match day and preparing for battle during the week, and obviously, we have to take care and make sure we do the basics superbly, and make sure that we give ourselves, as I say, the best opportunity to win the football match. But as always, you're playing against another team that's fully committed, another team that wants the points. And I've spoke about want and need. We need to win. We need the points. And we will play with that intensity. And if we're bettered on the day, so be it. I thought at Charlton we started with that for 35 minutes, and if we can do it for 5 minutes and we can do it for 35 minutes, then once we learn to do it for 60, 80, 90 minutes, 120 minutes, then you start to become a real force.
Yeah, and you mentioned about needing the points. Do you talk about the league position with your players, or do you think that that's maybe not the best thing to do, because it might damper with their minds and stuff, and get stuck on their minds if they think too much about the league position that you're in?
Well, it's like looking in the mirror, isn't it? The league table, you can't avoid it. It kind of is what it is. Sometimes you look in the mirror and you're happy with what's looking back, and that's usually when you're sitting at the top of it. And when you're looking at it and you're not happy with what's looking back, that's usually when you're sitting near the bottom of it. There's 3 points available Saturday. We've got 11 of those opportunities coming up, and you've got to approach each one in its manner. It's completely bespoke, and all we can win Saturday is 3 points. All we can lose Saturday is 3 points, and the longevity in the league table, obviously they're affected by what goes on in that. But we've just got to give ourselves, the maximum opportunity of taking, those 3 points Saturday. And if we do that for 11, games and we manage to get maximum points, the league table doesn't really matter. It'll take care of itself. And that has to be the focus. If you're looking at what can go wrong, it tends to go wrong. We have to look at what can go right and how we can maximise every single opportunity to take 3 points on a match day.